When a patient comes to our practice for a consultation, they're looking for information. They want to feel better about themselves. They want to look better. They're somewhat confused. They're anxious. And they're timid. My job is to inform. My job is to tell the patient, first of all, to relax, to have a good time. I want the patients to be excited about this. I don't want them to be anxious or nervous. I show them pictures. I listen to their questions. And I let them talk. I want to hear what they have to say. Very often they say, well, Dr. Heller, what do you think I should have? And I turn the question right around. I say, I want you to tell me what you'd like to have. And that gets them going. Once they start talking about their faces, their noses, or their breasts, or their bodies, I get the impression of what they're looking for, and also how realistic they could be. I want to inform. I show them our pictures. We have pictures, thousands and thousands of patients that have every kind of procedure that you can imagine. All these procedures we have documented. I think the patients enjoy it when they see the amount of other patients that have had similar procedures, and they get a level of comfort knowing that they're not the only ones interested in doing this. It could be a minor thing like a Botox injection or Restylane injection, or very major like a breast reduction and tummy tuck. Whatever it is, they'd like to be informed. And they want to be reassured about how the procedure is done. I fill them in on all the nuances of what the recovery is like, what the actual surgery is like, what kind of incisions they need. Do they need stitches taken out? All these things are covered during the consultation. Once a patient walks out, they have a lot more knowledge about what they came in for. And very often they'll say, you know, Dr. Heller, I feel so comfortable here. I feel so good about what I've learned. And that's very gratifying.
I did a little bit of research on doctors, and I found Dr. Heller, who, as soon as I met him, I pretty much fell in love with the guy. He's the sweetest man. He has excellent bedside manners, and he makes you feel like a beauty queen whether you are or you're not.
They were very good. They answered all my questions. I felt very comfortable with them, very down to earth, and I just felt good about it.
Changing a patient's appearance can be dramatic. It can be dramatic with their own psyches. We'll have patients that come in after surgery, a few weeks or a few months after, and they're so filled with joy. And they just have this love of life. And they tell me, Dr. Heller, my life has really changed for the better. I feel so much better about myself. I interact with other people better. And of course, everyone is different, and people will have different experiences. But when I hear that, that's the type of response that we want to hear. That's the type of look and the type of patient that fills me with a deep gratitude for what we do. If a patient comes in, and I always joke that I could accomplish more with one surgery than it takes 10 years for a psychiatrist to accomplish. Not that we're any substitute, but having your nose altered, even a small amount, is a tremendous psychic boost for a patient looking in the mirror every morning. Having enhanced breasts or a more shapelier body with a liposuction. These things may be a small thing, but they're significant in a patient's lives, and they absolutely change the way they interact with people, their jobs, their work, and their families. It means a lot to them, and we don't minimize that here. These things are very important. Having it done well, and getting the results that the patients are trying to look for, they're trying to achieve, is what's important. Even the small things.
I've been doing Botox for the past 3 years, every 6 months. It's not painful at all. He does an excellent job. He makes it look like it's natural without having my face being frozen, as a lot of people look like. Very easy to get access to him when I call him. Always makes me feel better.